Hello everyone, Kasim Khan is here. Please subscribe my channel and press bell button for more updates. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. So today we are going to learn a very important concept of business finance, that is loan amortization. So in this section we will learn how the financing institutions and the banks use loan amortization and the loan amortization schedule, how they design it. So first of all, we will define what is loan amortization. So it is the determination of the equal periodic loan payments necessary to provide a lender with a specified interest return and to repay the loan principal over a specified period. So in the real life, most of the individual did borrowing from the financial institution and financial intermediaries. So when we borrow the money after a certain time period, we repay the money, we return the money, we repay the money to the lender. So how the lender distribute our payments into the principal amount and into interest payments. So we will learn is in this loan amortization. So how the lender distribute principal our payments into principal amount and to interest payment, that is called basically loan amortization schedule. And we will learn in this lecture how we can design and prepare loan amortization schedule. So a schedule of equal payments to repay a loan, it shows the allocation of each loan payment to interest and principal. Basically, this schedule allocates how your payment has been allocated to your interest payment and the principal payment. So here is the steps to amortizing a loan. So first of all, in the first step, we will calculate the payment per period, how much the total amount we will pay every year after every time period, which is decided by our lender. So determine the interest in period T loan balance. So how much we are paying the interest on our like borrowing system, our borrowing plan, how much we are paying the interest. So after that, we will compute principal payment, how much this payment will allocated into the principal payment, and how much my payment allocated to the interest payment. In fourth step, we will determine ending balance in the period T. So after that, we will start again the step 2 and repeat. So these all steps we will do practically in the next slide. So we will learn how we have to calculate the amortizing a loan. So here is the just a simple example for the illustration of this concept. That is, Julie Miller is borrowing $10,000 at a compound annual interest rate of 12%. Amortize the loan if annual payments are made for 5 years. So here are some information. The first one is the total borrowing amount by Julie Miller is 10,000, and the annual interest rate the which Julie Miller will pay, that is 12%, and the payments will be annual. After 12 months every year he will pay the payments, and the loan time period is 5 years. So here is the formula, here is the equation through which we can calculate how much we need to pay every year, what will be our annual payment, how much will be our loan payment. So PV naught is equal to R into PVI FA I into N. Here is PV as the present value, the amount which we are getting today with the amount which we are borrowing from the lending institution. R is the annual payment which we will pay back to the institution financer, and PV is the present value of the our future payments. So we can find this present value from the table. I is my interest rate, N is my time period. So PV in my case, that is $10,000, and R into I is 12%, that is interest rate, and N is 5. So how we can derive the next step, that is 10,000, and this value is 3.605. So this value he just quoted from the table, and I show you how we can calculate, how we can find this value from the table. You simply will go in the Google and you will search about the present value annuity table. So from here we will can find the value on the horizontal side. There are the interest rate, and on the vertical side, that is the time period, that is also known as the N, and on horizontal side, that is I. So in our case, the interest rate is 12% and the time period is 5. So we will find the value, we will see the value at the time period of 5, the value is 3.60. If you can see here, the interest rate of this column is 12% and the time period of this row is 5. So the value of our desired problem is 3.60. So we simply copy this value and paste here, that is 3.605, and after that we will bring the R on the left hand side, and we simply divide the 10,000 to 3.605, and here is the our annual payment, that is $2,774 dollar. So Julie Miller need to pay $2,774 every year for the 5 years. After that, his borrowing will be equal to zero. So here is the amortizing loan schedule. So how we can design and develop this amortizing loan schedule, I can explain you here. On the following accounts are on the horizontal side. Here is our time period. Our investment time period is 5 year, 0 1 2 3 4 5, and on here is the payment, the annual payment we will do every year. Here is the interest amount which we will pay on our the ending balance principal amount. Here is our principal amount which we will pay over the time period. Here is the ending balance. So on the first year, at the time zero, the Julie Miller will get 10,000, which it is getting from the bank. So after the getting this amount, when Julie Miller the year end, first year end, he will give payment. He will deposit. He will submit the payment, annual payment into the bank. That is $2,774. On $2,774, the interest rate of 10,000 is 1,200. We will simply multiply by 10,000 and multiply by 12.12, so we will get 1,200. So if we deduct 1,200 from 2,774, the remaining amount is 1,574. So if we deduct 10,000, 1574 from 10,000, the remaining amount will be 8,426. So from this equation, we learn about that the annual payment of the Julie Miller is 2,774. From that payment, 1,200 is deducted as the interest payment, and 1,574 are deducted as a principal amount. So when we will deduct 1,574 from 10,000, so how much we will get? The remaining amount will be 8,426. This is the principal amount which we need to pay in next 4 years. So after that, we simply in the second year end, we will again submit repay 2,774 annual payment of our loan, and when we recharge the interest payment, we simply multiply by 84. Here I can do in Excel. Here I simply, let's suppose I do 8426. I think this is the my figure. I say 8426 multiply by 0.12. Simply how much I get, that is 1011. 1011 is my interest payment. You can see here 1011 is my interest payment, and when I will deduct 1011 from 2774, so the amount will be remaining, that is 1763. So 17360 will be allocated to my principal amount. After this paying, my principal amount will remain 6663, that is 6663. And again in the third year I will repay 2774 annual payment. From this, 800 will be allocated to my interest payment, and 1974 will be allocated. The remaining amount after 2774 is 1974, that will be allocated to the ending balance, that is 46. After allocation of this, the remaining amount will be 4689, and so on. After 5 years, this my principal amount, my total borrowing amount of 10,000 will be repaid. Against of this, this balance was 10,000, and we will over the time period pay the principal, and this amount will be the 10,000 should be paid, and at the end the balance will be the zero. Here two to three financial terms and like concept we learn here. The first one is that first we need to decide the annual payments in amortization of loan, and from the previous slide we'll learn how we can allocate the how we can find out how we can like identify the total annual payments in amortization. After that, you observe here in annual payments you repay the bank first deduct interest payment. After that, the remaining amount will be is allocated to principal amount, and then it deducted from the total borrowing amount, and after that the principal amount, the next interest is charged on this amount, and that is 1011. So over the time period your interest payment is decreasing and your principal amount in principal payments increasing. The reason is that because of in the end value your principal amount is decreasing, so the interest charge on your this amount, so over the time period your interest payments are decreasing and your interest principal payments are increasing. So after the 5 year, Mr. Jolie Miller will pay the total amount, that is 1387 $1, $13,871, and among this 3,871 is the interest he will pay, and 10,000 is the principal amount he will pay. So against the 10,000 of borrowing, he will totally pay 13,871. So this way we can design and develop the amortizing loan schedule, and we can allocate the distribution of our annual payments into interest payments and principal payments. So it was all about the loan amortization. Thank you so much for watching my video. Stay happy, stay blessed, take care.